Good morning and welcome to the very first episode of Take a Break with Billy, the show discussing all of the topical issues around the world that we live in. You can get involved in today's show by tweeting us at NeilWade Take a Break or by texting 84411. Coming up on your first episode, should cyclists and horse riders be allowed to wear high-vis jackets that say polite on them when actually it really looks like police? We'll be discussing school uniforms and should students have to wear them? And finally on today's show we'll be discussing should the voting age be lowered to 16? We've got all of that to come on Take a Break with Billy. Joining me today on Take a Break with Billy is two of my fellow Year 12 students. They are Bradley and Lucy. Hi. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you both?
Oh, I'm very good, thank you, Lucy.
Good.
I'm great, actually. So, whilst we've got a bit of time, why don't we get to know a bit about both of you? And so, why don't you tell us about yourselves?
Okay, well, hi, I am Lucy. I attend Neil Wade. I study history, law and media. It's quite fun. I enjoy it. I work part-time at Clark's.
Feet.
Shoes!
It's a shoe shop,
Yep.
in case you didn't know. I attend sixth form. It's quite fun. I enjoy it. I like taking part in activities and free lessons. That's fun. Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Bradley?
I study double IT and media, unfortunately. I have a part-time job at the one and the only The Cons Club.
Woohoo!
Take your grands there, they'll love it.
What about granddads? You can't forget those.
Oh, of course, bring your entire family. The more the merrier. I'm happy to serve anyone. Things I like about sixth form. Dress-up days, taking part in activities such as the lip sync, freeze. That's about it. My hobbies include playing football, running, and eating margarita pizza. I dislike dogs without collars.
Fair enough. So, why don't we have a... Thank you for that. You seem to both lead great lives. Bradley, I'd say some of those are questionable, since knowing you personally. So, a little bit about me. So, I'm Billy. Obviously, the show, Take a Break with Billy. So, about me, sixth form, I love to get involved in different activities, making sure that everyone is happy. I help run the junior leadership team, formed of each member of the group, each member of each year group. So today, yeah, and I study.
Have a shave. That's a slow burner for Lucy.
double IT and media. So we're gonna get on with the show today. So our first topic that we're going to be discussing is should the voting age be lowered to 16 instead of 18? Sting.
Oh.
So, having discussions with both Bradley and Lucy before we went on air today, I know that, Lucy, you're very passionate about being able to have a say on what is going to technically be your future.
Yeah.
Whereas, Bradley, you're actually completely against it.
I'm anti-everything.
And you really don't want it to be lowered.
Oh, yeah, I can't stand the fact.
So, Lucy, what makes you want the voting age to be lowered?
Well, like you said just now, it's our future. You know, we're the ones that are going to be living out what happens through the votes. I'm going to cough.
It's fine.
I'll start again. Like you said, it's essentially our futures that we're living through. So whatever decisions are made through the voting, we're the ones that have to go through it and see what happens with it. So how come we're not having a choice in what's going to happen to us? Yeah, like the old people, that I understand they're people, but they're going to die soon. And so
Unfortunately, they're going to die.
Yes. Sadly.
Because obviously, as a modern day, we've got all this technology now that they are living longer, but actually,
at the end of the day,
they won't be in our future in 50 years' time.
Yeah, whereas we are the ones that are going to be living through it. Exactly. It's not fair on us because it's not equal. You know, we're the ones having to go through it, but we're not having a say in what we're choosing. And in some aspects, we're being treated as adults. You know, we can be taxed on things, and Some people can even go into the army if they wanted to. Like people are starting to become these adults, and we're not having a say on what's going to happen when we become adults.
So, Bradley, since you're all against it, let's hear your reasons.
Okay, right. Lucy made some great points there.
Thank you.
They're just all wrong. Young people like us, half of us don't know what's going on in the world. We don't really follow politics. It's just on in the background as we're eating tea. No one really discuss it at schools. So if we were to get given the vote, surely it would just be following your popular kids because you don't want to be bullied.
Is this why Brexit's used as a joke? Because people don't follow it, so they don't really understand it.
Yeah, they just say it's Brexit because everyone knows it's a shambles. That's all they know. They don't know the nitty-gritty.
Okay.
Also, are young people informed enough to make that decision on their own? I mean, some people like myself can't decide what I'm having for breakfast or what I'm going to wear. So how am I going to be suitable to vote for the next leader, whether we should be in or be out? It's difficult. Whilst 18-year-olds, which are adults, for those of you that don't know, are more intelligent and are more likely to make an informed choice because they're allowed to smoke, they're allowed to drive, they're allowed to drink. They have all the factors, whereas we don't have any of the factors in place.
So going back to that point where you just said 18-year-olds can smoke, drink and drive, but a 17-year-old can drive.
They can, yes.
A 16-year-old can apply for a provisional to
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah.
A 16-year-old can drive a moped.
True, but is it going to affect them in the long run?
Yes.
Well, yeah. It's technically our futures.
It's our future.
But as with everything, everyone has their own opinions.
Of course.
So since we've been discussing this already, we've been flooded with tweets and texts. So we've had a tweet from @NeilWade, and it says, it's great to hear that our students are discussing important issues within our society. #politics, #student debate. We've had another tweet from @DanielAllen12. I agree with Lucy, the voting age should be lowered to 16. Why shouldn't our young people be allowed to vote?
Thank you, Daniel Allen.
We've had a text come in from Oliver Partridge. Absolutely agree with Lucy. Our young people need to have a say.
Thank you, Oliver.
So there we have it. Our listeners and Lucy seem to be out on the lead. But don't forget, you can get involved in the show by tweeting @NeilWade or by texting 84411. So, as with all radio shows, today we're actually launching our very first competition. So it is now competition time, and your chance to win a massive £25 in Amazon vouchers and a tutorial session in Neil Wade Academy's own radio studio.
Oh, I want to win that.
So here's what you need to do. All you need to do is text the word WIN plus your name to 84412. All entries will be pulled, so all entries from every show will be put together. The competition will end on Monday, the 29th of April 2019 at 3:20. The winner will be decided live on air on Tuesday, the 30th of April. Obviously, terms and conditions apply. You can also enter through direct message on Twitter. So, good luck to all of you entering. Now, since this is a topical radio show, recently in the news, I've been hearing the question, should cyclists and horse riders be able to wear high-vis jackets that they say polite on the back of them, but actually it looks like it says police? So what are we thinking about this?
Well, I hadn't heard about this until now, but I think it's wrong. Honestly, I don't care what it says here. A high-vis jacket, I completely understand. It makes you seen, right?
Yeah.
But why does it have to have polite on it? What is polite saying to people?
What they're saying is, please give politeness and pass slowly, and also give enough room.
Yeah, but that's what a high-vis is for. The fact that it has polite written on it is just confusing people because they're reading it as you say, police, and then they're going, hang on, this is police, and then they realise, oh no, it's polite. Why? It's not fair.
I completely agree with Bradley, actually. Although I do agree with the idea that they should wear high-vis, because at the end of the day, they need to be seen, especially in the dark.
Yeah.
Being me who is driving, well, learning to drive, it's really important for me to know what is around. And so when they're wearing the high-vis, it's really useful and helpful for me. But I don't understand why the word polite has to be written on the back. I understand if there's a horse, you slow down to not scare the horse.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be made aware to me.
Yeah.
Polite. If it was
Mhm.
police, I would do the same.
Mhm.
You know, I obey the rules. Therefore, I don't see why it has to have polite on it.
Exactly.
Fair enough. So thank you for that. We've actually had a text through from Mr. Shepherd's, our media studies teacher, and he says he thinks it's a great idea that actually it should happen because of less accidents and stuff like that. So yeah. So our final topic on today's show is school uniform. Should students have to wear it? Bradley, your opinions on having to wear school uniform?
I'm gonna say yes. Is this what it says? What do you want me to say?
Yeah, they should wear their own clothes.
Oh, so no, we should not have a school uniform.
Sorry.
No, we should not have a school uniform in place. We should have guidelines of what to wear, like wear shirts, jeans, trousers, whatever.
So sort of like sixth form, like
Yeah,
a dress code, but
I
not
don't think
strict.
everyone should be the same because, like, study shows that students learn better in their own clothes, and like it makes them express themselves. So why would you want to take away your young children's independence? It's like taking away the right to vote.
Hang on. What about the increased bullying issues? They look smart when they have to wear a uniform, and there are no issues with bullying about this.
Fair point, but what about ties? How many people got their ties chucked down the stairs? Happened to me 10, 12 minutes ago. First time I wore a tie, straight down the stairs. People are getting bullied for having a tie. They're getting their blazers nicked. People get school jumpers ripped. It's just a lot of money to buy these stuff, and you're still getting bullied for it.
I understand. However, in own clothes, people get bullied even more. People are spending more money to wear the higher fashioned items, and if they're not, they're being penalised for it by other people. People just want to fit in with everybody else, and so if they're wearing Tesco's clothes compared to everybody that's wearing, I don't know, Adidas or Nike or Gucci or something like that, they're going to be bullied for it.
I get where you're coming from. I mean, but in sixth form, there's nothing wrong with wearing Tesco's, Primark. Everyone does it. Brands in sixth form haven't become a thing. You don't go, oh, this person's wearing so-and-so, we can't talk to them. Therefore, is that going to happen throughout the school? I don't think so. I think maybe the first week of implementing it, you might get that. But as time goes on, you see the same clothes, people don't care. They don't.
Do you want to talk? What's your show, Billy?
I was just waiting for you to carry on arguing.
Oh.
So we've actually had a few tweets come through. So our first one from Ranvi Morgan. She says students should be wearing school uniform because A, it makes the students look smart, and B, it decreases the issues of bullying. So we've also got another tweet here from Arnie Smith. Students should not have to wear a uniform. They should be able to express themselves and be able to feel very comfortable whilst they are learning.
Good old Arnie.
So thank you to everyone that has been involved with today's first ever show. A massive thank you to both Lucy and Bradley for taking the time to join me.
No problem.
You're welcome.
We are back tomorrow with a whole new load of guests and, of course, a whole new load of topics. This has been Take a Break with Billy. Goodbye.
Bye.
What do you think?
Still recording.